Have you noticed how your body doesn't respond the same way as it once did as the years pass by? Simple activities like walking might feel slower. Getting out of bed requires more effort, and it seems like your energy is fading by the day. It's easy to think this is just the natural course of aging, that maybe we need to accept it and start slowing down. But here's the good news. You don't have to. It's never too late to regain your strength, restore your mobility, and boost your energy, all without breaking the bank or making overwhelming changes to your routine. Health wisdom teaches us that our bodies are remarkably resilient at any age, capable of transformation through consistent, mindful practices that nurture both body and spirit. For adults in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, walking has long been recommended as the go-to exercise. While walking certainly has its benefits, there are other powerful practices that can be even more effective for maintaining vitality and independence as we age. These 5 powerful and easy-to-implement practices can help transform your health and improve the quality of your life starting today. These aren't about drastically changing everything overnight, but rather making small, intentional shifts that add up to big results over time. The quality of your sleep can have a profound and lasting impact on your overall health, especially as you grow older. As we age, our well-being becomes more dependent on simple yet powerful practices that nurture us, and sleep sits at the very foundation of good health. Sleep isn't just a luxury. It's a vital, life-sustaining process that affects nearly every aspect of our lives. If you've been struggling with sleep, whether it's difficulty falling asleep, waking up multiple times during the night, or simply not feeling rested when you wake up, you're not alone. But getting older should not mean accepting poor sleep. It should motivate you even more to prioritize the quality of your rest. As we age, sleep becomes a cornerstone of our health, a foundation that supports our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. When we sleep, our bodies enter a miraculous state of repair and rejuvenation. This is when the immune system works its magic, healing and restoring us for the challenges of the next day. Sleep also strengthens memory, enhances cognitive function, and boosts overall mood. Yet without enough restful sleep, you may begin to notice little things slipping, forgetfulness, confusion, or that constant sense of being in a fog. It's as if your body is running on low, and even the simplest tasks start to feel like burdens. Worse still, lack of sleep can exacerbate stress, leading to more irritability, frustration, and a sense of being overwhelmed by life's daily demands. For older adults, the need for restorative sleep becomes even more pressing. With the natural shifts in our bodies and minds, even the smallest disruptions in our sleep, whether caused by stress, anxiety, or unhealthy sleep habits, can have profound effects. Sleep disturbances may sneak up on us, often unnoticed until they begin to drain our energy, patience, and happiness. Yet we have the power to reclaim our nights. We don't have to accept restless nights as part of aging. The solution lies in making small, meaningful changes. You don't have to wait for sleep disturbances to spiral out of control. When you start listening to your body's signals and making sleep a priority, you'll be amazed at how much it can transform your life. Consider creating a calm, serene environment in your bedroom, dimming the lights, perhaps even lighting a candle or two, setting a soothing atmosphere with a warm bath, or practicing deep breathing exercises. These are simple but powerful ways to prepare your mind and body for the restorative sleep you deserve. Please do yourself a favor and avoid electronic screens before bed. That blue light emitted by phones, computers, and televisions can rob you of the melatonin needed for sleep. Have you ever truly taken a moment to reflect on how much time you spend sitting each day? It might seem like an insignificant question at first, but when you stop to think about it, you may be shocked by how much of your time is spent sitting. We live in a society where sitting has become the default position for so much of our daily routines, whether it's at work, during meals, or while we relax. The couch feels like the ultimate sanctuary after a long day, and it's easy to understand why. We're wired to seek comfort, to let our bodies rest and recover. But the simple truth is that spending too much time in that position can be doing more harm than good, even if you don't feel the consequences immediately. Sitting for extended periods isn't just about how you feel in the moment. It's about the long-term toll it can take on your health. It's easy to dismiss a few hours of sitting as no big deal, especially when your body doesn't seem to be complaining. But over time, this sedentary behavior can lead to significant health problems that not only affect your quality of life, but also threaten the very independence that so many of us take for granted. Imagine a life where simple activities like getting up from a chair or walking across the room become a struggle. Does that sound like the kind of life you want to lead? For many of us, the fear of losing our independence is one of the greatest anxieties we face as we grow older, and the more time we spend sitting, the closer we inch toward that unfortunate reality. Inactivity isn't just about the obvious discomforts like aching muscles or stiff joints. It's a slow, creeping danger that affects your entire body. When you sit for hours on end without moving, your circulation suffers. The blood starts to pool in your lower extremities, and your heart has to work harder to pump it through your body. Your muscles begin to weaken, and over time, you lose the flexibility that allows you to perform even basic movements. This isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The longer you remain stagnant, the more damage is done to your cardiovascular health, your mobility, and your overall physical strength. Sedentary living is a gateway to a multitude of chronic diseases, many of which are preventable if you make movement a priority. Obesity, for instance, is one of the most common side effects of sitting too much. As your body becomes accustomed to an activity, it becomes easier to gain weight and harder to shed it. Along with obesity comes a host of other conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, and elevated cholesterol levels. Perhaps one of the most insidious consequences of too much sitting is its effect on your mental health. Depression and anxiety are far more likely to creep in when your body is stagnant, because the lack of physical activity negatively affects your brain chemistry, leading to a state of mental fog and emotional fatigue. The damage isn't immediate, but it accumulates over time. What you do today may not show up tomorrow or even next week, but the effects of a sedentary lifestyle build up like a snowball rolling downhill. Over time, you may find yourself with limited mobility, suffering from chronic pain, or facing a body that feels heavier and harder to move. The longer you sit, the more difficult it will become to get up. Those simple everyday tasks that you once took for granted may become monumental challenges. The danger of sitting for too long isn't just about avoiding certain health conditions. It's about preserving the autonomy and freedom that is so important to us as we age. You don't need to run marathons or spend hours in a gym to avoid these risks. What matters most is that you incorporate regular movement into your life in a way that feels sustainable and accessible. Small changes can have a huge impact on your health. Start with simple things. Stand up every hour and stretch. Walk around the house, or even march in place while watching TV. Take the stairs instead of the elevator, or park further away from the store entrance. These small actions may not seem like much, but they add up over time. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Even the smallest efforts to move can make a big difference. Sunlight is far more than just a comforting warmth on your skin. It is a vital, life-giving force that our bodies need to thrive, especially as we age. As we grow older, something subtle yet significant happens. Our body's natural ability to produce vitamin D begins to decline. This vitamin, which we often take for granted, plays an essential role in our overall health and well-being. It helps regulate our bones, muscles, and immune system. Without it, we become vulnerable to several health concerns such as weak bones, muscle pain, joint stiffness, and a greater risk of falling. For those of us who spend most of our time indoors, this is a missed opportunity. Getting outside into the natural sunlight doesn't need to be a major commitment or something that costs a lot of money, but the benefits can be truly transformative. As we age, our routines tend to become more sedentary, and we often find ourselves stuck inside, wrapped up in the comfort of our homes. But what if stepping outside for just a few minutes each day could change everything? The healing power of sunlight is profound, from strengthening our bones to boosting our immune systems, to lifting our mood when the world feels heavy. Studies have shown that exposure to natural light can help regulate our circadian rhythms, leading to better sleep, more energy, and a calmer mind. A mere 10-minute walk outdoors, whether it's in your garden, around your block, or even while sitting on your porch, can work wonders. It's about creating a small, sustainable habit that nurtures your health and well-being. These moments in the sunlight can breathe new life into your body and mind, offering a fresh burst of energy and a sense of clarity. It's important to protect your skin with sunscreen, of course, but don't be afraid to embrace the sunlight. Step into its warmth and let your body absorb its benefits. There's nothing like the natural energy the sun provides, and as we age, our bodies crave it more than ever. It's common to notice that our legs don't respond like they used to as we age. Simple activities that we used to take for granted, like walking, can begin to feel like monumental tasks. Our knees may ache with every step, our muscles may seem to lose their firmness, and the thought of losing our ability to move freely can feel like a looming fear. But our legs don't have to become burdens. They can become our most trusted allies once again. The key lies in embracing the idea that it's never too late to regain control over our bodies, no matter how old we are. Whether you're in your 60s, 70 seconds, or even 80 seconds, you're not too old to build strength. The beauty of it is that you don't need a fancy gym membership or grueling high-intensity workouts. What you need is a commitment to moving, even if it's just a little each day. The small steps we take, the little bits of effort we make, will ultimately add up to something powerful. It doesn't matter if you feel like your muscles are weaker than they once were. What matters is that you make movement a priority. Try doing squats while holding onto a sturdy chair for support. Or if you're ready for more challenge, resistance bands are a great way to target your thighs. Even sitting down and lifting your legs, working your lower muscles, is a fantastic way to engage your body without overexerting yourself. Over time, age gives us wisdom, but it also presents challenges. As the years go by, we inevitably accumulate wisdom, but with that wisdom also comes the undeniable truth that our bodies face new challenges. There's a quiet, sometimes frustrating reality in the way our bodies change as we age, and it can feel like we're slowly losing control. But amidst all these changes, there is a lifeline: yoga and Tai Chi. These practices, which only require a small investment of time each day, have the power to transform both your physical health and your emotional well-being in ways you might not expect. What's incredible about yoga and Tai Chi is that they're not just exercises for the young or the super fit. They're inclusive, welcoming, and have no age restrictions. Whether you're 60, 70, or 90, these practices can adapt to meet you where you are, offering a space where you can heal, stretch, and grow. The simple act of dedicating just a few minutes of your day to these practices can make a monumental difference, not just in how your body feels, but also in how your mind and spirit are nurtured. Both yoga and Tai Chi serve as powerful tools for improving flexibility and strength, reducing stress, boosting circulation, and cultivating emotional balance. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. We've explored 5 incredible practices that can help maintain vitality and independence as we age. Remember, it's never too late to begin cultivating these healthy habits. What aspect of these practices are you most excited to bring into your life? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below and share one thing you've learned today that you're going to start practicing. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Let's continue this journey of growth and wellness together and build a community of health-minded individuals supporting each other every step of the way. Your future self will thank you for the small changes you make today.